Hey guys, DucksUnlimited here, and we are playing some Terraria. Now, first and foremost, before we do anything at all, I want to apologize for the audio. The music is probably really quiet. I've been screwing around for like 10 minutes trying to figure out how to balance the music with my voice, and it's not working. So, sorry if you can't really hear the music over my voice. I only comment on this because almost all of my videos involve some sort of music overlaid, usually NCS, and this one won't because Terraria has an amazing soundtrack, as you've probably heard in various different places because it's just that amazing. But I just wanted to clarify that sorry if you can't hear the amazing music. So hopefully my commentary is good enough that you don't need to. That's probably not going to happen. I know that well enough. So we're playing Terraria. Now, this game is it's probably my all-time favorite game ever. I've been playing it for an incredibly long time. It was my first game on Steam. I have probably about 2,000 hours in it, at least. Don't question any of those. I was a huge fan of a YouTuber, and then also other things happened. How is that 20? Okay, whatever. We're going to create a medium world, and we're going to go on expert, just because so I haven't played it in a while, so I actually didn't know you got to choose. That's interesting. Wow, okay. Yeah, I haven't played this game in a very long time, but it's one of my favorite games of all time. So, corruption, this is actually an important choice when we're on expert mode. Because corruption, since you're on expert mode, you get the worm scarf, and that's super good. Even if you're not a melee. Crimson, you get the weird brain that gives confusion, which isn't really that good. I think we're gonna go corruption. Even it really depends. Because I don't know if we're gonna. I don't know what class we're gonna. I don't know if we're gonna do mage or melee or whatever. And if I go mage, crimson is way better. But if I don't go anything else, corruption has the worm scarf, and I'm also very sensitive about cheating, so I don't want to create other worlds. This is a tough choice. Ugh. I think we'll go corruption. I don't play corruption very often. Crimson, almost all of my current worlds I believe are crimson, if not all of them. I didn't bother checking. Normally I call this the pond when I'm doing a Terraria YouTube series, which I've tried to do this like 18,000 times on my other channel before I joined the DragonPeas. We will call it the pod. Because, you know, we're the DragonPeas, so the P-pod. P-pod. That's a great podcast name. We need to have a DragonPeas podcast called the P-pod. Actually, no. Actually, no, that's a terrible idea. Especially considering the average age of our audiences. That is an absolutely terrible idea. Forget I ever said that, please, for the love of God. Anyway, so just a little bit about my Terraria background. If you haven't played this game before, I probably won't do a very good job of explaining it. I'm going to explain a few things here and there, but I'm not going to be very consistent, so it's probably going to be annoying for those of you who have played it before, and for those of you who haven't, it's probably not going to be very helpful, but I'm probably not going to be able to help myself. So, yeah, if you haven't played it before, I will leave a bunch of links in the description to some awesome YouTubers who did, like, funny, hilarious playthroughs of it. One of my favorite YouTubers of all time, who you may have seen a character named after him. He did 4 Terraria playthroughs. One from before 1.1 came out, like 1.0 area-ish, which is when I started playing. Back before there was hard mode. Then he did one in 1.1 back when hard mode was introduced and the last boss was Skelly Prime. Then he did one when the last boss was the Golem, because that was before the fishing update. And then he did an expert playthrough. He never finished it because he got to Skeletron and couldn't beat Skeletron, and like his last video he ever posted was like a year ago, and it was talking about the state of YouTube. So he's probably never coming back. So you probably won't see the end of that series. But regardless, point being, I'm gonna leave a bunch of links in the description. You can go watch a bunch of cool Terraria playthroughs. I recommend Terraria Expert because that's the one that isn't finished, but it's also the most recent one. But the other ones are all great. He's a great YouTuber. Go watch all of his stuff. Don't say DragonPeas sent you, because A, that'd be stupid, and B, again, he is probably never coming back. So yeah, I apologize for my rambling, although I reckon it's probably at least moderately better than just there being no sound whatsoever and just me being silent occasionally, which is what normally happens. That was a world for my friend of mine and I, almost exactly 1 year ago. That was what, if you guys saw Fat Leia, in the characters, that was actually making fun of a certain character from Borderlands. I don't remember which Borderlands though. And we're in the game. So what did I make my shoes silver? Yes, I did. I'm an idiot. Okay, so we've got a actually pretty decent start. We got a bunch of tall trees. We got a flat area. My friend, a friend of mine, Nexon, actually, we do a lot of Terraria multiplayer. That's actually how we met. We met like 4 years ago because I got randomly added to a Skype group and they were talking about which is better, cursed bullets or crystal bullets. This was before Crimson even existed. And that's actually how we met, and then for the longest time we were just friends, and literally all we do is play Terraria. That was way back in the day. That was before Terraria had Steam compatible multiplayer, so you couldn't just join a friend's game through Steam. No, none of that. You had to set up an actual server, and it was a pain in the ass. So we never actually bothered to do that. So what we'd do instead is we just both play on single player worlds, and we'd commentate over what was going on as we both played, and we'd start at the same time, and we'd go at relatively the same pace. I remember I got really angry one time because he played on the world that we were supposed to work together on, or quote-unquote together, and while I was away visiting my grandparents, and thus unable to play, he went ahead and just made 99 Iron Skin potions and 99 regen potions. He just sat down for like 5 hours and just got as many potions as he could. Anyway, enough story time. Why is autopause on? I think I was fighting a boss. I always turn autopause on when fighting bosses in expert mode, just because if I need to take a moment to think about how am I not going to get wrecked. And usually the answer is there's nothing I can do, because I am terrible at this game. I've played it for thousands of hours, literally thousands. It's not an exaggeration, and I still suck. Yeah, my friend will tell you that. I think technically I probably have sunk more hours into Minecraft than this, statistically speaking, because if you count, okay, I was playing Minecraft longer than I played this. I was playing Minecraft before I knew Steam existed. Because I was just an idiot back then. I still am. Please keep in mind, I'm not saying I'm not an idiot now. I'm just saying I'm slightly less. Actually, no, I'm probably more of an idiot. Anyway, that was back when I didn't know Steam existed, and I just kind of my first game was my first like major game that I stuck a ton of time into on PC was Minecraft, and logically, I think I probably spent more time on Minecraft if you count the amount of time I spent installing mods, trying to make mods, installing texture packs, trying to make texture packs, trying to set up servers, actually making plugins for servers, 3 different ones, actually more like 8 different ones at different times, writing stories, that happened once. That was not a good thing. Let's not talk about that. Other thing, making maps, playing maps, installing mod packs. If you count in everything I've ever done that has related to Minecraft, you probably have maybe 10,000 hours, possibly more, actually, to be honest. But, I mean, and even if you just consider actual playing, when you count mod packs and everything, and keep in mind, there's no way to measure, like, accurately. I mean, Overwolf, but I only recently got that, and honestly, Overwolf has done nothing but hurt me consistently. And oh my god, just look at these tall trees. But I don't, I think I've started talking about like 25 different things, and I don't think I've ever finished what I was saying with any of them. This is how focused I am at 9 p.m. when I didn't sleep the night before. I mean, on one hand, it's probably good because now I look even more hideous. On one hand, it's probably good because I feel like me rambling with no coherence whatsoever is probably more entertaining than me just kind of sitting here silently, which is, I'm pretty sure, what usually happens. But I also think you're all probably really confused and or annoyed. Or all of the above, which actually is probably the most likely. Here's a fun fact. I'm doing online schooling now, and it's okay, but one of the earlier tests, there was a question on there, and it was, what should you do if you have a question about something in the course? It was multiple choice. The answers included cry, eat a snack, skip, or communicate with the teacher. Keep in mind, this was supposed to assess how well you paid attention to a video. Clearly the answer is all of the above. Clearly the answer is you cry, then you eat a snack, then you skip it. Literally no academic competence whatsoever is required to know that that's the answer. But that was still a question, and somehow I'm still failing all of my classes despite that. But let's not talk about my academic incompetence. Let's instead talk about, what is our guide's name? What is his name? I didn't bother to check. Connor. That's boring. I'm sorry to any Connors in the audience. There's probably no Connor. Statistically, there are 0 Connors because statistics, all 3 of you, assuming every single person who subscribed, and I'm pretty sure actually every single person who subscribed is just other DragonPeas. Assuming all 3 of you watch this video, statistically, none of you are named Connor. None of you. So don't even... Now I'm talking about this, now you're all going to pretend to be named Connor. And now I'm also assuming there's audience interaction. What am I doing? Both in-game and out of game. It's... What time of day is it? I can't even see the sun because there's a giant background. Hold on. I can fix this. I can fix it. Yay! That's where the sun is. And now the game looks both hideous and also extremely nostalgic. I remember a time when the game looked like this, except the sun was far lower res and also orange for some reason. Heat distortion? Heat distortion? Excuse me? Do torches give off heat distortion now? Or is it like a desert thing? I think there was a desert over there, right? Don't tell me. Also, I need to find a cave. That would be really productive right now. There's probably one over by the ice. Logically, there's a much higher chance of there being one over there than there is in the desert, but I also don't want to go into an ice cave on expert mode with 3 defense and a wooden sword that's not even reforged into anything. Like, that's just a recipe for disaster, as is most of what I do. Yeah, look at this! You guys probably can't see it. I don't know if the video's 1080p, which it probably isn't. But now that I'm in the desert, hold on, this is a terrible way to measure it. But if you guys look closely, you can see that, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, I don't know if the video is high enough res, but everything is, it has like a waviness to it. Like if you look closely at my character, it's kind of like distorted heat distortion. But if I step out of the desert, yeah, see all those, like, how the whole image looks like wavy? Because it's heat distortion. That's so cool! Oh my god! Yeah, now it's fine. Now it's all gone. Now it looks super sharp. Although, come to think of it, from your guys, because the video probably isn't going to be, like, 1080p, for you guys, it probably just looks like the video quality is just going down. It probably doesn't look cool for you guys. It probably just looks like the video quality just lowered, so I'm actually going to turn that off. Because it's probably just going to look terrible on video. Video. Heat distortion. Disabled. There we go. It's a cool feature. It's awesome that they added it, but quite frankly, I think it's probably just going to ruin the video quality. Not that this content has legitimate quality to it in the first place. I also don't know why I made wood armor when I knew there was cactus nearby. Also, can we just stop for a moment and debate? Cactus armor. In what universe is that a good idea? I mean, sure, your enemies will get pricked. Yes, you're like, if your enemy decides to hug you with his face, it'll probably hurt. But who's gonna be in more pain? The person who runs into a piece of cactus on someone else's body, or the person who is wearing cactus on their body? I'm pretty sure it's the first one. I'm pretty sure, no, the second one. I'm pretty sure the person who's wearing cactus is gonna be in more pain than the person who runs face first into the person wearing cactus. Maybe that's just me, but I'm pretty sure that this is not a good idea. I mean, I don't have any respect for my character's pain tolerance if he has any, so I'm still gonna do it. I'm just saying, it doesn't sound like a good idea. See, now that I said that, now like Modern Rogue is gonna make a video about the effectiveness of cactus armor and how it's the most ingenious thing ever, and how all of like the Middle Eastern civilizations could have been more advanced and could have dominated the universe if they just made cactus armor. I'm pretty sure there aren't cactuses in Middle East, so I don't know why I said that. I am just not being very intelligent today. I'm also not being very good at aiming. This was not a good idea. This was not a good idea. This was a terrible idea. This was the worst idea I've ever had. Oh, there's two of them. Wait, how did he take damage? Am I seriously that bad at aiming that I hit a vulture off screen? Once upon a time, I was good at this game. Okay, that's a lie. Once upon a time, I was good at aiming in this game. That's also a lie. Once upon a time, I was decent enough to not die at aiming in this game. Okay, if this is how well fighting a slime is going, I really should not go down there. I have distinct memories of getting murdered in those caves when I have full silver armor. I really shouldn't go down there right now. Not that the ice caves are going to be any better, though. How is it nighttime already? This is not good. You guys are about to see me get murdered. Okay, so there's no caves in the normal biome, which is bad. Like really bad. Also, how have I not died yet? I mean, I know I'm saying that now and I'm about to die, but like for real. Normally, I get killed by green slimes about 4 times every time I go into expert, because I forget that I'm on expert. So I can't hug green slimes and have them not dissolve my face. So basically, expert mode is where slimes go from being cute jelly cubes that you can lick and they'll be tasty to literal blobs of actual stomach acid that just melt your face off and are also sentient. But that's not really much of a credential in this world, where literally anything from armor to giant metal skull heads to actual giant skull heads is sentient, as well as a giant fish with guns on it. That's also a thing. Was that what? Oh, I think that was the guy shooting at the eyeball. I thought there was a monster shooting at me. I was like, no, something's wrong here. I was about to be very concerned. I mean, I still am very concerned, but for different reasons. Hold on. The guy does more damage than I do. Oh, great. Zombie Eskimos. Perfect. So this is why normally you build a house on the first night. But see, I was ambitious, and I assumed I'd be able to find a cave the first night, which is the more fun thing to do. But apparently not. Apparently that ambition and stupidity go hand in hand, which I actually always knew. Guy, I swear to God, if you shoot him into me, I'm gonna eat your soul. Well, okay, no, I'm not gonna eat your soul. I'm gonna feed your soul to the god of eternal nightmares. But still, close enough. Also lava, but that's later in the game. Which I guess you could also consider to be the god of eternal nightmares, but that's a different kind of eternal nightmare. One man's nightmare is another man's... I was about to say wet dream, but I realize that's probably not how the saying... I mean, it's one man's trash, another man's treasure, but... Okay, let's just say one man's nightmare is another man's dream, not We don't have to get specific. Oh, well, okay, there we go. I mean, that was bound to happen eventually. Better now. I mean, I should do a death counter. That would be cool. A Terraria death counter. How many times am I gonna die in my expert playthrough? I'm probably not gonna do mage. That's all I know because we're corruption. I mean, mage is still okay. It's just very difficult for early hard mode because you can't get the you get the cursed flames. You get the piece of utter crap that is cursed flames, as opposed to the god of all early hard mode mage weapons, that is the golden shower, which wrecks the destroyer. Like literally just it literally starts his funeral before it even bothers killing him because it knows. Apparently now books are sentient too. Guide, I swear to God. Okay, good. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do your shut up. How am I fighting backwards? Why am I fighting backwards? That's a more important question. Okay, you know what? No, I swear to God. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna do this. Because he just likes dancing until he gets close enough to the door to open it and tries to run away, but then gets us both murdered. You should stay indoors at night. Take your own advice, goddammit. Connor, you're useless. I mean, you're not reaching, you haven't quite reached the level of telling Gordon Freeman to reload when he's using the crowbar, but you're still pretty darn useless. These guys should just burst into flames because they've got gel on their heads, which is flammable. They should just burst into flames if you shoot them with a flaming arrow. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. Who wouldn't love to see that? Anyway, guys, I think we're going to end it off here. Please let me know if you want to see more of this. Note that every episode is probably not going to be this discombobulated. It's just I'm very tired and also just in a very strange mood, so I'm talking really fast. I doubt you could understand any of what I said this entire video. Also, lower editing quality because I'm not putting music in there, but the Terraria soundtrack is great, so it shouldn't matter. Next episode, we will probably put Wallace back here. Hopefully survive the night, which in expert mode is the apocalypse. And hopefully find a cave to explore, because this is not looking good right now. This is not a pleasant world. Anyway, to all you DragonPeas followers, this is DucksUnlimited, signing out. Farewell.